Welcome everyone to the season finale of the Atletico Madrid, the season 1 finale of the Atletico Madrid Career Mode. You can see we're currently sitting joint first place with Real Madrid. Our first game episode up against 10th place Getafe. Now unfortunately in last episode we got knocked out of the Champions League by Bayern Munich, which is why this episode is the season finale, because we will not be taking part in that competition anymore. Let's not waste any time, let's start the episode off with this game up against Getafe. But first of all, don't forget to drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. We're going to quick sim this one with the second team here. No, let's go with the first team just to be sure. We're going to quick sim this one with the first team just to be sure of the result. We get a victory here. Get a 2-1 victory courtesy of Marcos Llorente and Mateus Cunha grabbing their goals, guarantees a victory. Love to see it. Okay, for this game up against Almeria here, they currently sit bottom of the LaLiga table, so we're going to sim this one with the second team. Now, as long as we keep winning or at least drawing, we should stay joint top with Real Madrid, and we'll get a win here courtesy of Carrasco, Condopia, Angel Crea, and Angel Crea Grosador. Good to see it. Getting for this game against Elche here, we're going to use the first team here. We're going to play the Heartless this one, so let's not waste any time. Let's get into this game, hope to get a win so we continue our fight for the La Liga title. Okay, so the first highlight goes to us 13 minutes in here. We've got a chance on our left hand side here with Yannick Carrasco. Got Griezmann in the centre. I was thinking about starting Alvaro Morata up front for this one, or Cunha or Crea. Thought I'd go with Griezmann. And now Koke, no, it's Dani Olmo, sorry. João Felix now on the strike. João Felix, but his shot is blocked. Get a chance here a couple of minutes later. In the 28th minute now. Get a free kick here, we're going to play that short to De Paul. Paul now gives it to Griezmann. Griezmann, no, De Paul into João Felix. It's great work from him. Wanted João Felix to kind of stop dead with the ball there and not do the heel flick variant there. But João Felix from range shot is blocked. We'll keep hold of the ball here. De Paul, Llorente. Paul back into Dani Olmo, who shoots and is easily caught by the keeper. And we get another chance there. We need to make good of these attacks up against Elche. So our 14th place, they can grab a goal against us if they get a good enough attack, and we just throw in that one up straight away. And we've got a penalty to try and save here. Great. A first chance at Elche gets a penalty. Salas to take this one here. Obviously, Ultimate Team legend with Danny Aarons. And Jada Black makes a save. Okay, so a few minutes later on the counter attack here, we get an attack. Got someone making a run for the centre here. It's João Felix, but we can't find him with the ball. Carrasco now gets it into João Felix. Condopia now. João Felix. Griezmann. Into Dani Olmo, here's it, and it's blocked. Comes to Rodrigo De Paul, who shoots and scores. Just before half time, we got 1-0 up here. Rodrigo De Paul grabs us the goal to get us the lead here. Now in the second half, we're getting an attack late on here, super late on, 87th minute here. So this will possibly be the final attack of the game. And we get anything going here. Can we make it 2-0? Llorente, suspicious play. Here to David Carmo, who's been brought on. Dani Olmo. João Felix up against Calado, gets dispossessed, and it's a 1-0 victory up against Elche. Before this game up against Mallorca here, we're going to play the Highlights one with the second team, so let's get into this one, hope to get another victory. As we continue to fight for top spot, we're still drawing level with Real Madrid at the top, both on 70-something points there, so a win here could take us top, depending on the results elsewhere. So the first highlight comes to Mallorca. They get a penalty to save it, or Robert Sanchez has one to face there. Can we go for 2 for 2 from the penalty spot? Intend to save, no we can't. We concede straight away in the game. That ain't a great start for us. And now 25 minutes in here, we get an attack of our own. Let's see if we can create anything from this. It's Thomas Lamar. Gets it into De La Vega. He's had a pretty good season since bringing in Morata. Puts us back level. Alvaro Morata gets the score. Love to see that from him. He's had a pretty good season for us. Now we get a solo run here. And right hand side, we're going to play that over to De La Vega. If he continues that run, he does so. Morata into De La Vega to make it 2-0. De La Vega does so. And it's now 2-1 in the space of I don't know how long in terms of minutes, but 2 chances, 2 goals for us. De La Vega continues his good performances here this season. Ever since I brought him in to be the future of our attacking, future of our attack down the left hand side. Oh, an attack here late on here. Well, not really late on, but you know, a decent point in the second half. And I'm not sure what happened there. Mateus Cunha can get a strike away. Yes, he can, and it's just wide. I'm not sure why the game made me slow down there when I told Cunha to run into the ball. A chance here with De La Vega. Can he create something here? Pedro De La Vega. Just wasn't what I wanted to do there. Got a chance here though. 67th minute. So Alvaro Morata's going to be making a run, but we're going to play it down to the right hand side here to Molina. See if he can get anything going here. That just wasn't. I wanted that straight back to his feet. Nah, 80th minute here. We've got an attack to defend from Mallorca. Real Madrid are winning elsewhere. I was hoping that game against Barcelona would be big for us in terms of fighting for the top spot. And what I say from Robert Sanchez there. We need to defend this lead now. Let on in this game knowing that Real Madrid are about to beat Barcelona. No chance late on here. Morelos making a run. Okay, this ain't good. Sayuncu. Can he make the tackle? Sayuncu, yes he can. Heard that from him. Get a 2-1 victory over Mallorca, but Real Madrid beat Barcelona elsewhere, so we're still joint top in the LaLiga table. The game is up against bottom of the table Espanyol. Real Madrid currently have a game in hand on this, so a win here will put us back joint top. And as you can see, Antoine Griezmann has dropped down in overall, so we're not going to keep him up front for season 2. I was kind of hoping I could do so. Unfortunately, he's dropped down by an overall, so we're going to quit in this one. And we're going to pick up a 1-1 draw that ain't good, considering we're now 2 points behind Real Madrid at the top. Okay, for this game against Vallecano, they're currently sitting in 11th place, so we're going to play the highlights of this one. And we currently are 2 points behind Real Madrid due to that draw we just got. So I hope we can pick up a victory here to go 1 point ahead of them, and that will make it a tense last few games in the Liga.
From a stadium that's only been open since 2017, but already an impressive landmark in this great game.
Because the first attack goes to Vallecano down the left hand side here. Another crossing opportunity here. They're going to bring it forward. Now Thomas Lamar. Okay, I hate when that happens when like your player gets into the ball but just stands there on the ball and they'll give away a free kick. Not starting this game off to the best start. Looking a bit shaky here. The pressure's getting to us, and that was an awful free kick attempt. Get a corner kick here, though, in the 26th minute. Thomas Lamar to take it. There are some decent targets in the box, like Sayuncu, Alvaro Morata. So we're going to whip this one in here and hope to find one of them. Sitting towards Morata. Can he win the header? No, he can't. Now Reynaldo gets it onto Molina. Douglas Luiz now. Thomas Lamar. Okay, that's a bit annoying. The defender just knew that was going to do that. Lamar, dink that in. Lamar, but no one's there. His chance is still alive here. Douglas Luiz. I wanted that out to the wing. We're going to play it out here to Lamar. Out here to De La Vega. De La Vega now, good cut inside. That's Angel Correa. How's that? Okay, come on. How's that a lost ball there? 30 minutes in here, that was good. I was actually about to play that through to De La Vega. I felt like could have been a goal there. Now De Tomas brings the ball forward. It's good work from Carmelo. He's had a very impressive season here. In his first season here at Atletico Madrid. But now Vallecano get another attack here. As shown why they're 11 players. We've got a lot of fight in them. And De Tomas there gets rounded and Robert Sanchez makes a good save. Now we have a penalty to save it. What is going on in this game? Our second team is clearly not good enough to get a result here at this point in time. But Robert Sanchez to make the penalty save, he does so. And we're just going to clear that. And that should be the end of the attack. Of course it isn't. There we go. That's the end of the attack. And now we're getting an attack ourselves. First minute, or second minute after half time. De La Vega. Play that through, De La Vega. That's great work from him. Angel Correa. Angel Correa to make it 1-0. He does so. Goals haven't been the easiest thing for Correa to come by in this series. It's not really been as good as I hoped he would be for us. We're not really given the most opportunities to be fair to him. But when we use him, he usually puts in a decent performance. As he's doing right now, getting the only goal of the game currently. But can we get another one here? In the 69th minute. Angel Correa. Takes the ball down. Angel Correa now from range. Shot is deflected and it's over the top of Diego Lopez. And That wouldn't be the commentary I'd be saying right now, but we're getting a bit lucky there. We'll take it. The shot was deflected over the top of Diego Lopez. It's a poor goalkeeper for him, to be honest. He should have been able to react in time to stop that. He had a decent amount of time. I'm guessing it's just one of those. It looked like it was going to go over the bar, but last second dips in. Now Lamar now into Douglas Luiz. Douglas Luiz now. Let's test that look again. Angel Correa from range this time. Diego Lopez makes a save. Okay, so as it currently stands, we will be top of the table after this game. Real Madrid will have a game in hand now, I believe. Unless they're currently playing, I'm not too sure, but Molina. And I can whip across into the back stick. Angel Correa to make it 3-0, and it gets a hat-trick here. What a performance this man's having in this game. Is this maybe him saying he should be starting up front for us next season? It is between him, Konya and Morata, but a 3-0 victory. Let's get into the rest of the games. Okay, for this game against Valencia here, which is our biggest game of this episode so far, we're going to play the full game of this one. As Real Madrid did draw their game in hand, so they're back on level on points on 86 points, both of us at the top of the table. So this game will be a big game. If we get a win here, we'll go on to 89 points. And if Real Madrid win, we'll stay level with them. That's all we need to do. We need to stay level for now. I hope Real Madrid drop points somewhere because they had a better goal difference and better head-to-head record against us. So if we don't end up winning the league this season, it will go down to one of those. But all we can do is win our games and hope for the best. As you can see, we're going to start Dani Olmo and Angel Correa up front for this one due to a great performance against Vallecano. We'll let's see if we can replicate that up against Valencia here. Let's get into the game up against them. Hope we get a victory.
So a glance at the table. Now they could clinch the title today.
Dani Olmo. João Felix hit that. João Felix, good save from the keeper. João Felix now. Into Dani Olmo. Skips round his man. Dani Olmo. Take that. Dani Olmo. And I feel like he should have scored there. I feel like Dani Olmo should have scored here. It's not a bad attempt, but it should have been on target at least. Roscoe now. Dani Olmo now. Dani Olmo hits it. Dani Olmo, what a strike. He makes up for the other one by scoring an absolute rocket from the edge of the box. It isn't into the top corner, but it's placed into the bottom corner. He has the room, and he just puts his laces through it. Knuckleballs it into the corner. Nothing the keeper can do about that one, and we'll wind it up here. We only got a 1-0 lead here, which is dangerous, obviously. But Angel Correa, he's got himself a goal. Angel Correa. I didn't even do a Trivela shot there. Angel Correa just has the tech to do it on his own. He knew exactly what to do whenever Trivela puts it into the foul corner past the keeper, and we're 2-0 up here. And Angel Correa has made a serious statement for himself next season. I was kind of tempted to sell him to bring us some money and do a massive overhaul of the team, which I do plan to do. But Correa looks like he's going to be staying and maybe starting at striker next season. Ball into Angel Correa. Condopia now. Dani Olmo. Carrasco on the turn. Carrasco dinks it in. João Felix. That is football. That is football. João Felix makes it 3-0. Just to ensure a victory here up against Valencia. They've not been too much of a trouble, but Yannick Carrasco, great work from him there. That's a great header. Easy header, you got to say, for João Felix, but he's got to go past the keeper. And that's 3-0. Now we have a free kick. Yannick Carrasco stepping over it. I'm tempted to give it to João Felix, considering, you know, we are a few goals up here. We might as well give it to someone different. See what João Felix can do from the free kick. João Felix try and bend that one into the top of the corner. João Felix does so. I didn't expect him to score. He's got less free kick accuracy than Yannick Carrasco has. And we struggle to score free kicks this season. But João Felix, a man who's probably going to leave next season, and he scores a free kick. Now, it's not great for us considering our only free kick scorer is going to leave next season, but we'll have to replace him with a new one. Edinson Cavani. We didn't need to chop him out there. Don't be a red. Please don't be a red. I mean, our next game we don't need our first team, but it's going to be a red for Hermoso. That ain't great. It is a red card offence, but I thought Hermoso could have made the challenge, to be honest. Free kick, it's at the post, and it's going to fall back to Almeida, who scores. Doesn't really mean anything in the grand scheme of the game, so I'm just going to... Okay, Nico Gonzalez. Jesus. Nico Gonzalez has gone in there. Going to play it out here to Almeida. Now Cavani. Cavani's going to try and run through here. Justin Kluivert over to Dodo, and it's 4-2 in the end. It's poor from us to give away 2 goals later on. We'll get the 4-2 victory, so we'll take it. Well, rather unfortunate news towards the end of the season here. Marcos Llorente will be out for the whole month. We're going to miss our final few games of the season. But we do have players to replace him, so it's not the biggest loss. So let's get into our next game and hope we get a victory to maintain our title charge. Well, it all comes down to this, the final game of our season up against Sevilla. We're up against a very good Sevilla team. Now Real Madrid up against a rather easy team for them to defeat. So unfortunately, I don't think we're going to win the league title here in season 1. So we'll go true for this in season 1 if I don't get fired as well. That'd be good for us if we don't get fired, considering I shouldn't be fired, but you know it's this game. I probably will be. But yeah, we're up against a rather good Sevilla team. Obviously, Bono, part of the Morocco team, taking on Spain later today. We've got Rafael Leao as well in their team. They brought him in. You can see that's the side we're going to go with on the right hand side. Correa and Dani Olmo back into the team. Molina in for the injured Llorente, and Combo due to the suspension of Mario Hermoso. So get into this one and just do all we can. All we can do is win our game, and hopefully there's an upset elsewhere and Real Madrid lose. Dani Olmo hit that. Dani Olmo to make it 1-0, but Bono gets a save. Juan Herdan in the box. It's good for us early on here. Carrasco whips it in, header, and it's into the back of the net. Angel Correa. He's off starting striker for season 2, guaranteed. He's starting striker season 2. His performances in this episode have been nothing short of just incredible. He's stepped up when we needed someone to step up the most. And we're 1-0 up here, so right now we are champions. Real Madrid will be drawing that game probably. But obviously Real Madrid have the quality to win a game easily, especially up against the opponent they're up against. I believe it's Almeria they're taking on. And Rodrigo de Paul. Rodrigo de Paul from range. Rodrigo de Paul. It's a good save from the keeper. Here comes Dobia. João Felix. Rodrigo de Paul. A power strike from range into the bottom corner. That's all day, every day with de Paul. And we get a 2-0 lead here. I'm not sure on the result elsewhere currently. We do have goal news on. So if Real Madrid concede or score, we should get the goal news. But we all know it doesn't really work in FIFA like that. And that's a great goal from de Paul. And we're at 2-0 here. Not sure what Sevilla are really fighting for, considering they are... How has Jean Black conceded there? How has Jean Black conceded that? Let's watch this again. Please give me a good camera angle, because I need to see. Jean Black should be saving that every day of the week. Over here to Carrasco to hold onto the ball, he does so. João Felix. João Felix buried that. João Felix, good save from Bono. A corner here. Carrasco took this one in. Carrasco, that's a goal, surely. Great save. Let's do that again. Carrasco in. Goal this time, surely. It is not. Dani Olmo into the ball. João Felix now dropping in. João Felix on the Trivela. João Felix, that's incredible. And the only downside is Real Madrid are beating Almeria, so we're not going to be La Liga champions this season. Now, I'm just hoping that the game doesn't screw me over with my manager rating, because we had to reach the final of the Champions League, which was unrealistic to begin with. Winning La Liga isn't realistic, in my opinion, over at Atletico Madrid. If it said like finishing the top half of the table, you know, like Champions League football, I would agree with. The only one that was realistic was win the Copa de España, and we failed in that. Okay, it stays. To Nesri. It stays, it's in, that's a good cross, but we get it just about clear, but we can't get it all the way clear. Juan Jordan shoots, and that's a goal. That's an awful goal to concede as well. Why is Dolberg number 5? What is Kondogbia doing as well? You've got to look at Kondogbia there. What is he doing? And Nesri shoots. Jenna Black, great save. Okay, let's just defend. So we need to defend this attack. João Felix, header, saved by a Black. Let's hold on to the ball. Let's hold on to it for as long as possible. Now we're just going to clear it. We're not going to be champions, I don't think. And are we champions? Oh, we are champions. When we just lost to Almeria, or drawn. I did not expect us to be the scenes at the end of the season. We've done it. If you can't tell by the look of words I'm saying, I am shocked. Real Madrid faced Almeria away on the final game of the season. That should be an easy win for Real Madrid, but they slipped up in the final game of the season and we're champions. What an incredible ending to our season. We did everything we could to be champions and it's gone our way. It was in the sky, it was in, something was in the stars. It was written in the stars to be champions, and Stefan Savic to lift the La Liga title. You'd love to see it. Atletico Madrid champions in season 1. Didn't expect this to be the case, similar to a Juventus squad I last did. We were Champions League champions in season 1. Didn't expect that to happen, but we're champions of the La Liga in season 1 here. And a bunch of these players you see in this title celebration could be going next season. João Felix will be leaving. I'll talk about that later on in the episode, after these title celebrations. Yannick Carrasco could be going. Koke has been replaced by Dani Olmo. We might keep him though, as a squad player. Angel Claire will be starting up front. Anton Griezmann, I might sell him. Or just keep him as a squad player because he could be quite useful. Possibly bring in a new centre back to replace Stefan Savic. This could be the final chance we're seeing him in a Atletico Madrid shirt. Oh well, we are La Liga champions. Let's just drink this in and take it all in.
Well, these photos will be cherished for years to come, won't they?
As you can see, end of the season here, we do finish top of the table, as we just saw. But what was Real Madrid's result against Almeria? What result did they get? It'll be at the bottom. Real Madrid v Almeria ended up being a... where are they? Oh, I can't see them. Where are they at? Why is it not showing? Okay, we don't get to see what the result was, I don't think. Unless I'm blind, unless it was in here somewhere. No, because it would have been 28th of August. They did play the final game of the season on the 28th of August. And they drew, I'm guessing, considering they got one more draw than us. So yeah, we're champions. As you can see, if it was down on goal difference, they would have won it. If it was down to head-to-head record, they would have won it. Let's take a look into the stats here. As you can see, my manager rating is not the greatest, considering we just win the league title. You would expect a better manager rating, but João Felix, what season he had? 19 and 8. I think we do sell him in season 2 because a performance like that, he just deserves to play for like a... We are a Champions League team, you know what I mean, like a, like, I'm not sure who we're going to sell him to. Mateus Cunha's done quite well for himself. Fitting a 5 and Angel Claire and Morata. All 3 strikers have done great. Griezmann, unfortunate from him that he hasn't done the greatest. 4 and 3 in 22 games. He's done a decent squad player when we used him. Rodrigo de Paul, great season from him. Carrasco, do we sell him in season 2? Because I might play the card as in like, I want winners. Because Belgium, he was one of the better players for Belgium, to be fair. He did look quite decent when he played. We might keep him actually. So I do like Carrasco as a player. De La Vega obviously going to say went up +8. Got 8 and 5 and left in 17 games. It's great work from him. Now we have a debate to who's going to be our starting striker next season. Angel obviously 28. Has put in incredible performance this episode to become that player, and I think we'll grant him at the start of the season just to see if he lives up to that mantra. And Mateus Cunha is close behind him. I could convert Cunha to a cam, to be fair, or centre forward to replace João Felix. Obviously do have Dani Olmo. We got Marcus Llorente here, obviously got injured late on in the season, and Molina had to step in, did quite well for himself, to be fair. We do have a lot of players coming back. Dani Olmo only 16 goals in 12 games. Not the greatest. Obviously some of those were from Leipzig. One of those goals was from Leipzig in the Champions League, I believe. But yeah, play quite well when we use him. We will be starting next season. We're going to convert into a centre mid if we can do so in time. But just trying to think of things to mention here towards the end of the episode. We'll look at the team. So we are going to be selling João Felix. If you're wondering why that's happening, I did run a poll over on the community tab, and 100% of the votes were to sell João Felix last time I checked it. Going to start Dani Olmo as a centre mid next season, and our backline could be changing. I do like him also. He's been quite good for us. Savic, I think, is the only one I think I'm going to sell, due to being the slowest and the oldest of the lot. 32 years old. We could keep him as a backup, to be fair, but I do think we should sell him. I mean, we could keep him actually, because Leonardo, actually, I'm not sure how to pronounce his name, but Thomas Lemar, what do we do with him? A player like Thomas Lemar should be playing games. Do we let him go? Because I do like him actually. I think we're going to keep him, because he's a very good player for us to have. Got a bunch of players coming back on loan next season, and a bunch of players we're going to loan out. Some of them we're going to sell as well, because we just don't need him at the team. Saul, I think we're going to keep him as a squad player. He's pretty decent when I've used him. Douglas Luiz, obviously a very good player when I brought him in. He's hopefully going to replace Kondogbia next season, as long as Kondogbia doesn't go up in overall, because right now he's got +7 in that role. Yeah, that's going to call it for this episode. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.